This is the Huntington Tri-State Time Machine, brought to you by Realty Exchange, the top-performing real estate company in the Huntington, West Virginia tri-state area. Each week, your host, W.G. Bunch, and his guests share memories and stories about the past, the present, and the future of the Huntington Tri-State area. That's Huntington, West Virginia, Ashland, Kentucky, and the Chesapeake and Proctorville, Ohio areas. If you used to live here or you currently live here, you're going to catch yourself saying out loud, "Wow, I remember that." Now, here's WG.
And it is the Huntington Tri-State Time Machine. Welcome. I am your host. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm here. Doesn't matter. WG Bunch. Welcome to wow, we've got an episode that we've never done this before. And also, I know I always have a special guest. I was contacted by her attorney who said she does not want to be known as a special guest. She wants to be known as the co-host. So by legal reasons, my co-host today is Shai Smith. Shai, how are you?
What's up, WG?
Oh, I'm excited. Shai, tell us about our sponsor.
Our sponsor today is Realty Exchange. We are licensed in West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, and Florida, and we, of course, are always here for your real estate needs. You can find more information at realty-ex.com.
And I think you have a desk there. Do you work there?
I have an official desk there. I do work there.
How would somebody contact Shai for their real estate needs?
Shai Smith at gmail.com, or you can call me anytime.
Oh, I don't know. First
Should
of all,
I put that number out there?
Well, I don't know the way you said that. I don't know if you want to put your number out there. And you can call me anytime.
Not that kind of service. Not that kind of service.
We're full service, but we ain't full service. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Well, Shai and I are going to be taking you through something today. Our true special guest. Oh, before we get to special guest, also the show being produced by Circle 270 Media. You're thinking about doing a podcast, or you're doing a podcast, not getting the results you need, Circle 270 Media, they will set you up. They have hooked us up, and they're a big reason for our success. Now, our special guest today is Mac Gleason. Who the hell is Mac Gleason? Mac Gleason is the manager, correct?
Manager, part owner, man of many hats.
Look at him already getting a little braggadocious.
There you go.
There you go. Of LaFontaine's downtown Huntington. Now, here's what we're going to be talking about is, and you guys know, you listen to the show, this isn't a Wikipedia page. We're not here to go, here's where we started and here's what and all that stuff. But I will have to say, when I first heard about LaFontaine's and they said, we're doing a rooftop cigar bar, lounge, specialty cocktails, things like that in downtown Huntington, I'm always honest on it. I went, what? Why? What the hell? Are they not aware of how the weather works here and all that stuff? So I have been totally proven wrong. They have been open and successful for quite a while. If you are thinking about opening a rooftop lounge in downtown Huntington, you might get some secrets from, Mac's going to give you his secrets to success. So let's get started with, again, very brief, but how long have you been open? Because I know COVID really stuck a fork in you. What happened?
Yeah, so it started with a bit of a delay, construction, you know how that goes. Then COVID came in a few years into it. But we've been open officially since October 1st of 2021. So we're coming up on a year here in less than a month. So. And
have you ever had, since you've opened the doors, have you ever had to close? Have you ever had to say, well, yeah, we're closed for a month or 2 months?
No, since we've been open, things have been kind of a bit more in control. And, we've had, like I said, that past 11 months have been good to us. Even with weather, we've got 7 inches of snow outside and 12 tables still sitting around the fire pits and heaters, so we've been pretty lucky.
We're definitely going to talk about that because this is somewhere where, last winter I had some friends in from out of town and they said, well, we want to go to this LaFontaine's, and I was like, it's January and it's freezing. They're like, well, everybody we've been texting with says that's where they are, and I was like, who the hell is at LaFontaine's now? They're That's where, and I came down here, it was packed.
Exactly
I was like,
right.
and I got in on the senior discount. AARP, rocket.
There you go.
I love it. So, all right. So, you're coming up on a year now. For those of you thinking, yeah, it's getting colder. Why would I go to a rooftop lounge bar in the autumn and winter? Give them some good reasons.
Yeah.
It shocked the hell out of me.
I think that's actually one of the things that's strongest for us. People don't realize that it's just not only a rooftop bar. We've got the indoor lounge as well. But that patio on the outside, we've got heaters, we've got fire pits. It's still open air, so you can still enjoy your cigar. If you need to get away from the office, from the house, it's a good spot to do it, and a nice glass of whiskey next to you. So.
Now, when do you open? What time do you open?
So we've got private member hours from 11 to 4, but open to the public from 4 until 11.
Hold
private
on.
member hours.
Shay, are you a private member?
I am not, but I would love to be.
Well, how do?
Yeah. So
How do we do that?
Exactly right. For like, it's about $35 a month is all it costs, and that allows you to come up during those private hours. Free soda,
Shay, do
free
you have
Wi-Fi.
you have $35 on
There
you?
you go.
I probably do.
Okay.
Little work from home action, but not from home. So
Nice.
we've got that to offer.
Nice.
And then you also can bring your clients up here. You can have meetings up here, and then at 4 o'clock we open to the public.
Now, how often do you come up here, Shay? Shay is much more a social butterfly than I am. I am more of a Matlock is on. So
I've been here a handful of times.
and always a
Maybe
good
2 handfuls of times. A handful that I remember.
and always a good experience.
Absolutely.
Of course, because
Good times.
you're sitting across the table
Right.
from the manager and part owner. So that's a good answer.
I would say that regardless. Good times.
Nice. Okay. All right. So yeah, even in the winter, you've
Yeah.
got outside.
We've got covered and heated. We've got a cabana. We've got fire pits out there. So there's still plenty of seating, even in the 30-degree weather out here.
Now let's say, all right, I would think, because I can't remember exactly when I was up here, but if it gets really cold, is it more like people are inside and the overspill is outside, or do people come in no matter what time
People
of year
still
to
come
sit
in.
outside?
Yeah, they'll come in. We've got blankets to offer for the ladies. We've got the guys bundled up just so they can smoke their cigar and still enjoy a craft cocktail. So that's been one of the most surprising things to me, is that the business isn't as seasonal as what we once predicted.
What, and you all don't provide blankets and things for them, do you?
We've got blankets. We've
You're
got
kidding me.
fresh laundered blankets for you out there. On a nice,
Fresh
brisk
laundered
autumn day.
blankets.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a rabbit hole I'm not going to go down. There's a lot of things that can.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's just a surprising thing too. After COVID, people are still open to taking a blanket, but we do clean them.
I hate
I've
to
got
tell you
laundry
this.
in house.
I hate to tell you this. The blankets have nothing to do with COVID. But those people wanting blankets are not. Yeah. No. And you better make sure those.
Oh no!
You better make sure those blankets are laundered.
Each and
Yeah, and I know
I see where you're going.
people are now going, this guy got sick, dude. I'm keeping it real. Shay, do the kids still say that?
Keeping it real?
Yeah.
Some of us do. From that time era.
Oh
It's
my
good.
gosh.
I've been here in the winter. It's fantastic.
And did you sit outside or inside?
I did, outside.
And it's
I bundled up, wore a jacket, we smoked cigars. Fantabulous.
Now, all right, I've never been into the cigar thing, but I guess because I can see we've got a. Is that a humidor?
It's a humidor with private lockers that are humidified as well, so you can buy your own stock up here, bring your own stock if you're a locker holder. Plenty of options for you.
And can you smoke the cigars inside, or you have to
Not
be out?
inside,
Outside.
so yeah, with Huntington you do have to be outside, but like we said, we've got the covered and heated part to where you still feel like you are inside.
Now, if all right, we're recording this on a Tuesday. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Shay has already had 9 whiskeys, and I don't know how else.
That's a bourbon.
Oh, is that bourbon?
Yes, sir.
I know there's a difference, and I don't know what
It's
it is.
okay.
But anyway,
We'll excuse it.
I know. Do y'all have wine country coolers?
We don't have any wine coolers,
Damn it.
unfortunately. I
Well,
think it's
then
all
I'm-
trended towards White Claws and seltzers as kind of.
I'll stick with my water. All right. Anyway, okay, but outside this weekend, what percentage of those people will be smoking cigars? And do you have like a system that it sucks the smoke out, or is it just like...
It's just open air. We've got the fans. We've got, the regular traditional fans, and then we've got the outdoor fans to kind of keep it circulated as well. But that's actually been another surprising thing to me. I thought the demographic for cigar smokers would trend, older men, professional, business class, but really...
You watch a lot of movies.
You'll have... Exactly right.
Let's close this deal, baby.
Right. But you'll have a 22-year-old female sitting next to a 72-year-old male, both smoking cigars out there.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Where are these 22-year-old females?
Up on LaFontaine's rooftop smoking cigars.
They're sitting next to a 72-year-old. Now I'm interested.
Now you're intrigued.
He'll be here this weekend.
Let me get this. Now I need to get this private membership thing. Oh, you're quite the salesman.
I'm telling you what.
Nicely played, Mac. All right. Shay, are you a cigar smoker?
Yes, sir.
I'm very illiterate about the whole process. In my heyday, that's when the whole thing took off, swing music and all that stuff. That's how old I am. And I just never got into it. I tried it a couple times and went, it's just not for me. But as a female cigar smoker, I guess you just come in and get theirs. They don't bring their own, do they? I don't know how it works.
I actually have brought my own in here.
I don't know how it works.
But I
Educate
buy
me.
them downstairs, so it's all good.
Oh, all right. So LaFontaine's is named after downstairs.
A retail store, which is actually my mom's maiden name.
Okay.
So that's where we got that from. They've had that retail store for over 35 years. And the business for the rooftop actually kind of was born from having a small smoking lounge downstairs. We had professionals, doctors, lawyers come throughout the day, and my younger brother saying, we should do something nicer. We should have something better than just this little stuffy room.
Mm-hmm.
What if we did something on the roof?
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, the roof, this building went 2 stories before then. So we had air conditioner units and gravel up here. So that was kind of a far stretch of a dream. But he started, drawing up blueprints and having ideas and really pushing it, and that's what this became. And once we got into it and really realizing, an elevator shaft, building a new staircase, this whole new building, it's going to have to be more than a hangout spot. We're going to have to offer more than just a smoking lounge, and it became this full operation that it is today.
Yeah, Shay and I are in real estate. Putting in elevators is not a cheap...
It's a little pricey.
Yeah, good Lord.
Yeah.
Well, and all right, so I also noticed to get in, you don't go through the in essence
right.
is the front. You come through the back.
Right. Now you can go through the front retail during their operational hours, but during after business hours it would be that back.
It's like the Kingsman Secret Service
little
thing,
speakeasy action. Yeah,
they open up a bookcase and there you are, and then you get okay. But
it's the big reveal once you get off the elevator is what we kind of really go for there. So.
And every time I've been here, it seems like. Do y'all have attendants down there? It seems like there's somebody checking an ID, and it seems like there's always somebody.
So definitely on Fridays and Saturdays, we get to capacity where you'll have 30 or 40 people waiting outside to get in. So that's when we have someone down there, monitoring if we're at capacity, checking IDs. We've kind of become a hot spot. So the younger, not quite legal drinking age kids are trying to get in. So we got to nip that there. So yeah, we've definitely got a door guy checking on the weekend crowds.
All right, Shay. Let's say I pop in here on Saturday night this weekend, and I have no idea why, but I would say, I'll try a cigar. Damn it! What would you suggest for a wuss like me? Don't say a candy cigarette.
I don't think they sell Swishers here, but let's go. Okay, let's go beyond the Swishers. I would go with a JFK.
Ooh, okay. Everybody loves the games. We play some games on the show, just kind of like this or that type of stuff or whatever. So I'm going to ask each one of you your opinion. We have Mac, the owner. We have Shay, the co-host, as I know I'm supposed to say. Here's my question. They don't know these questions coming out. In your opinion, not the customers, your opinion, what's the most overrated cocktail?
Ooh.
What's one that you're like, oh God, that's just not
I really
my thing.
gotta take this one.
You're not gonna offend anybody.
No, I know. But the cucumber martini, I love it personally, But for my staff, I'm going to say it's overrated because it takes us quite some time to muddle those cucumbers and get that fresh mint and add the ginger. And I think I'm selling it harder now than I'm saying it. I think I'm stabbing myself in the back here. But
guess what you're going to be doing this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to be muddling some cucumbers now.
Can I tell you that's my favorite drink? Yeah.
And can I also tell you that muddling cucumbers can have so many definitions, but we're talking about making a cocktail. So let's keep everybody. Let's keep
it clean. Keep it clean.
Yeah. All right, Shai. What would be a cocktail that I know happily married lady, but if the hubby were to order a cocktail and you went no, what the hell are you? Why would you order that? What would it be?
Just something very basic like vodka cranberry. Not a fan.
What if we have a UTI infection?
It doesn't help.
It doesn't?
Alcohol is going to dehydrate you regardless, so you're screwed.
Well, no wonder I've had this thing for 3 years. I'm like, it still burns. All right, next. Be honest. Over all of your years, Mac, of going to different bars and stuff, vacations, cruises, how many collector cups do you think you have at your house of you order the drink and you get to keep the cup?
I kind of cheat at this because for the past 5 or 6 years before I moved back to Huntington, I actually worked for Smirnoff and Captain Morgan and Ciroc and Jack Daniels and Grey Goose and Bacardi. So I had access to the warehouse. So not only do I don't work for them anymore. Not only do I have the cups, I've got snowboards, I've got dartboards, I've got towels, I've got you name it. I probably got something with their name on it.
Always all right, the family's going over to Max for Thanksgiving and bring out the fine china and the Jack Daniels glassware.
Yep, exactly right. Eggnog cups, you name it, we've got it.
All right, nice. All right, Shai, how many do you think you have? Just take a guess.
To be quite honest with you,
you have none.
I have 0 plastic in my cupboard, in my cabinet. 0. I have all glass. I serve in glass. If my guests come over, they get a glass of bourbon, a glass and a mule. They get that proper copper cup.
That's the way to do it. You got to get rid of the plastics anyway.
I have red Solo, but when I hit the red Solo, I'm already pretty drunk.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah, and then I'm like, here's your cup. I'm tired of washing your dish.
Oh, wow.
So if I break out the red Solo, it's a good night.
So I need to get rid of the plastic
cups.
No,
there's no plastic.
No plastic.
It's bad for you anyway. Yeah. Move on.
Okay.
It's an adult beverage. Put it in an adult glass.
That is a beautiful saying. Adult beverages go in adult beverageware. I agree. Okay. Your opinion. We come to LaFontaine's. It's Saturday night. It's late. Your preference, Mac. Uber, Lyft, or cab?
I think with today's age, it's hard to hail a cab. You're not going to go on 10th Street and really find many passing by. And I would say that Uber's probably more prominent here than Lyft is. That being said, I'm the type to check both prices. I'm going to look at both before I call one or the other.
Okay. And Shai, yours?
I would probably go with an Uber, but I would also call a friend, phone a friend.
Mac is going to bring us some of the specialty cocktails we're going to try, and I need to phone a friend probably, and we'll be right back.
So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road.
All right, and we are back. Oh my! I'm surrounded by different colors and different. Mac, you be our guide.
Yeah.
What are we starting with?
So she mentioned the espresso martini first, which is probably one of our most popular. It's just super trendy right now in the cocktail world. We don't actually pull fresh espresso, which actually is going to make it a little bit more subtle. We use cold brew in-house, and then we've got some Kahlua in there. Shake it really nice to where you get some of those ice chunks in it. It's got a nice little froth on top.
It has some head on top of it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go.
Is that not delish?
That is.
That is an adult coffee in the afternoon, WG.
That really is.
So that's when you see the person at the bar you can't judge because they're just having their adult coffee. You know, you can get
This is really good. I mean, this is
Yeah.
like, I'd order this. Yeah. Wait, hold on. This is good promotion for you. You're not going to hit us with $100 tab, are you?
Well, you know, we'll see what we can.
Or are we part
we
of
can see what
the
we can
private
comp here.
society or whatever?
And it also comes in a fancy martini glass.
Yeah.
Not a solo cup.
Very nice. Oh, wow, that is good. Woo. All right, what's our next?
So this one is a little different. I don't think anyone really in the area is really offering these. We've invested in a frozen adult slushy machine. So the first one was the flagship flavor, which is this lighter pink one, is the Frosé. You've got some frozen rosé, raspberry vodka, and then some simple solution to make it freeze over. So it's nice little patio sipper when it's warm out there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Delish.
Not the manliest of drinks, but I don't mind it. That's for if my date were to say, what is it called again?
It's a Frosé. Instead of just rosé, that's the Frosé.
Get it? Little play on words.
If she were to say, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be picky. Whatever she orders is going to be fine. But Frosé is,
And we sampled through those. We had a bourbon punch on there as well, so that one's maybe more tailored to the masculine
Damn, these are
consumer.
good. These are like, look, folks, we're not being paid to be here. I was kind of, and we're not done yet, but I was expecting to go, this tastes like crap. So far, I mean, we're strong on 2 for 2. I'm not
There
kidding.
we go. And then while we're still on the frozen palate, we also offer a frozen watermelon margarita. So this is a tequila-based drink.
Now, what's the Frosé is made with
It's
what?
rosé and raspberry vodka to give it a little extra
What kind of
kick.
tequila's in here?
And this is El Jimador, so it's 100% blue agave tequila. We're not cheaping out. We're not doing any mixed out tequilas.
That is amazing.
It's really good.
This literally tastes like summer.
That
I want the song Strawberry Wine.
Yes.
Strawberry.
Playing in the background
Yeah,
as
in the
we're sipping
background.
these. And that's another thing with the frozen machine. It's really versatile. It takes me about 10 minutes to freeze a brand new batch. So maybe for the fall, maybe some Harry Potter butterbeer or frozen White Russian. So it's not just going to be a seasonal thing on the frozen drinks.
Do you love your job?
You know I do. It's like I said, I used to work in the beverage alcohol industry for Diageo and Brown Forman and Bacardi, and then
Don't take my drink, woman.
I was-
She's over here
I
trying
was
to take
saddling
my.
it up. Don't forget it's on deck.
that's on cue, yeah.
On deck.
But I do love my job. It's funny that I got into the industry working with Jack Daniels and Grey Goose during my last week at Marshall. Went and did that for a few years. Went to Charlotte, got in the beverage alcohol industry there. Was in marketing professionally, and then this pandemic happened, and it just so happened that this bar was coming to fruition. So it's interesting that I've always kind of had my hand in the industry in some way or another.
Well, I like this. This is the watermelon.
It's a frozen watermelon margarita.
It's good. I
prefer the Frosé?
I like the first two better, but I would drink that watermelon thing.
Tequila scares some people, but if you're a tequila person, I think it's right up your alley.
Tequila and I, we have a beautiful relationship.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so
And then the last one on deck is our probably top selling cocktail. It's been super trendy in the cocktail world for the past 5,
That's yours.
6, 7, 8 years. Is just a old
Cheers.
fashioned.
Cheers me. There
you
you
go.
go.
I love me an old fashioned now. Hold
We
on.
do ours a bit differently.
So good.
Instead of just a
Now
regular
this-
simple syrup, you've got a turbinado in there. So everyone's wondering what that extra kick is, and it's
Now that, my friend, is a cocktail.
You also should eat the cherry when
The
you're
cherries-
finished. The cherry is delish here.
I actually maybe that's one of the things that I should have mentioned. They say what's the craziest or what's something that you don't like up here. People not eating those cherries. Those maraschino cherries cost $180 a jar. Eat the cherries.
All right, so all right, what am I doing with this charity thing?
You need to dig it out in there and eat
Trying to
it.
make sure to
It's
not
amazing.
With my finger?
Yeah, get in there real deep like.
Okay.
It's fine.
This is the most X-rated episode we've
I don't
ever.
know what you're talking about. I'm talking about your cherry.
This is
in
a.
there. So good. Right?
That's good.
Good stuff, right? You can't leave it in the glass.
That really
It's
is.
there for a reason.
That really is. I'm impressed. I was in the nightclub and bar hospitality industry for 20 years. I am impressed.
Yeah, but you drink like Bud Light probably in a can.
No, I can't afford that.
Natty Light?
Old style. Come on now. Oh my gosh. All right. So, Matt, give us the hours of operation. You open 7 days a week. What's going on?
So on Mondays we're just open for private hours from 11 to 4. Closed Monday evenings. Tuesday through Thursday, same thing, 11 to 4, and then open to the public from 4 to 11. Fridays, 4 till, or private hours still from 11 to 4, and then 4 to 1 a.m. Saturday, open to the public from 1 p to 1 a. And then Sundays are kind of seasonal right now. During football season, we're open. We'll see how that goes. Maybe as it gets to the dead of winter and everyone's on their New Year's resolutions, kind of see the demand a little slow in January, February.
Do you get tailgaters? You don't get tailgaters up
You know,
there, do you?
surprisingly enough, we weren't open at the beginning of last year's football season, so we weren't really sure. But this past Saturday, we did have some people come out before that 3:30 game. This next week, we've got an away game for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So,
Is this a place I would come to watch a
you know,
game?
you've got 5 TVs with 55 inches. We've got a 70-inch TV outside. We've just got a projector that we're going to work on for some of those night games.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think it might be a place that you could come check out.
Plus, they have great little munchies.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Forgot
you
to
guys
mention
have
the food. Yeah.
They have a great charcuterie board.
What? All right. So it's tapas, correct?
I would call it tapas, but not so much in the context where you're thinking you're paying $18 a plate and you all have to order 30 dishes to get any type of hunger alleviated. So we've got some pepperoni rolls, we've got jerk chicken rolls, charcuterie boards, pretzels and beer cheese. We've got some nice desserts. So whatever.
Why am I not a private member of this place?
Right?
Well, I'm so behind the times. I got to get up with this. I got to get up with what's happening.
It's the place
here.
to be. It's the place to be.
Ridiculous.
Place to be.
Now, if we want to experience LaFontaine's outside, even in the autumn or whatever, nice, brisk night, but we're dressed. Honestly, what time should we get up here to secure a place outside on the weekends?
We've got people that call all the time asking if they need to reserve a table or how that works, but we are a bar, so we operate first come, first served basis.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, if you're up here anytime before 7:30 or 8, you're going to be able to land a spot. And even if you're after 8 o'clock, especially on a weekday, plenty of tables, bar seating. We've got some new sectional couches outside that fit 8 to 10 people out there. We've got the cabana. There's definitely going to be room for you.
All right, good deal. So no need to call and reserve anything. Just get up here and have a good time. So,
right.
Wow. Well, Shai, did you have a good time?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Mac, did you have a good time?
I had a good time.
We're so glad to have Mac as our guest. And thanks so much to my lovely co-host, Shai. And
Thank you, sir.
Come on up, LaFontaine's, 10th Street, downtown Huntington, easy to find. And Shai, why don't you take us out?
We are out of here.
Thanks for listening to the Huntington Tri-State Time Machine, brought to you by Realty Exchange, the top performing real estate company in the Huntington, West Virginia tri-state area. If you have a memory you would want WG to talk more about, just send him an email at memories@htstimemachine.com or post a comment on the Time Machine Facebook group page. Did you like this episode? Be sure to share it with friends and family. You can find a link in the show notes that you can use to share it. And be sure to let Realty Exchange know that you like the podcast as well. Their contact information can be found in this episode's show notes.